what's up guys? It's Kyle and Andrea here. Today it's a gorgeous day in Minneapolis, so we are going to go to Minnehaha Falls Park and do some exploration, check out the creek, the waterfalls, and the park around it, and learn some history. So come along with us and check it out.
Minnehaha Park is located at the intersection of Hiawatha and Minnehaha Parkway on the banks of the Mississippi in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So this plaque here on the geology of the Minnehaha Falls says that about 10,000 years ago, meltwater from the Wisconsin Glacier was discharged through the Mississippi River and plunged over a ledge of the Platteville limestone into a gorge cut chiefly in the White St. Peter sandstone. Themselves are about 10,000 years old, 53 feet high, and the name Minnehaha means falling water in Dakota. The area surrounding the falls was one of the first white settlements in the region, and there was a small mill built on this site in the 1850s. But it was later abandoned to build a slightly more powerful mill at St. Anthony Falls on the Mississippi. Popularity of the falls surged again in 1855 when Henry Wadsworth Longfellow included a mention of the falls in his famous epic poem, The Song of Hiawatha.
Once you get to the bottom of the falls, be sure to go check out all the trails. This is a pretty big park and they have trails that go in a lot of places. A lot of cool scenic views. Get to walk alongside of the creek.
Up the stairs from the falls and take a right, you'll see this face standing up out of the greenery. This sculpture is actually a mask of Chief Little Crow, who was killed in the 1862 Dakota conflict. The location of the statue is an area that's sacred to Native Americans. Falls, or just stop into Sea Salt Eatery, a seasonal seafood restaurant located steps away from the falls themselves. During the spring and summer, but coming to Minnehaha Falls in the winter is a whole different type of beautiful. This entire section of water becomes a giant sheet of dripping frozen icicles and makes the whole scene totally magical. There's one more place near Minnehaha Falls that is definitely worth checking out. It's called the John Harrington Stevens House, and it's the first wood frame building built west of the Mississippi. John H. Stevens agreed to provide ferry services across the Mississippi River in exchange for permission to build his house on land controlled by Fort Snelling. Years later, it would become a hub of social and political activity. This house is known as the birthplace of Minneapolis, as both Hennepin County and Minneapolis were organized right here. The name Minneapolis was first suggested inside this building, but it hasn't always stood at this location. It was previously located southeast near Fort Snelling, but in 1896, the city got the help of over 10,000 school children to literally drag the house to its current location here in Minnehaha Park.
Historic railroad station built in 1875 on this very spot. It was in service until 1963. Feel free to go in the office if you want. There's no telegraph key, there's a crane telephone and no typewriter. That's how they used to text back in the day. They had to send your messages by Morse code.
Wow.
So this is a fully functioning railroad station. Men had to go outside to smoke their cigars. There was no running water. There was no electricity in the early days, but there was stove and gas lighting. So what do you guys think it is?
Light?
What could it be? Well, there's a modern one very close to it.
A fire extinguisher.
Yes. It's an old-fashioned soda fire extinguisher. So you could either break the seal, mix it up, and it would all come, the foam would come squirting out. Or if it was a big fire, you could take the whole thing and just smash it in the fire, and it would foam up and smother the fire. Okay, so what do you suppose this is? Slingshot? Broom? Wouldn't be a very good broom, would it? This is what's known as a train order hoop. So as the trains came by, they didn't always want to stop. Engineers don't like to stop their trains unless they have to. But they still had to get orders to them because they didn't have radios back in the day, and they didn't have telephones, anything like that. So the station master, they get the order on the telegraph, and you type it up and put it on a little piece of paper, and you'd go out and you'd stand out on the platform and you'd hold it way up in the air like this, and as the train came by, the engineer would put his arm out and they'd get the message, and he wouldn't have to stop the train.
So thanks for for coming along with us today, enjoying the nice day out here in Minneapolis at Minnehaha Falls Park.
Remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos. And remember, if you're ever tubing down the Minnehaha Creek, make sure you get out at the Dairy Queen.
Yep, don't want to go over the falls. See you on the next one.